Fox and Red Hen. In a cozy, sun-drenched corner of the meadow, nestled under a big oak tree, lived a little red hen named Hazel. She had feathers the color of autumn leaves and the brightest, kindest eyes you ever did see. Hazel was a mother to 3 fluffy, peep-cheep-cheeping chicks. There was Pip, who was bold and loud, Daisy, who was curious and quick, and little Puffin, who loved to snuggle and was the fluffiest of all. Every morning, Hazel would teach her chicks how to find the juiciest worms and the tastiest seeds. "Stay close, my little ones," she would cluck softly. "The world is big, and you are still so small." But they were not alone in the meadow. From the dark shadows of the woods, a pair of cunning eyes watched them every day. They belonged to Sly the Fox, who was known for his tricky plans and his rumbly-tumbly tummy. "A hen and 3 plump chicks," Sly whispered to himself with a grin. "What a feast that would be! I just need the perfect plan to get them." He scurried back to his den to think. His first plan was simple. He found an old straw hat and a pair of dusty overalls left by a farmer. "I'll pretend to be a friendly neighbor," he chuckled, putting on his disguise. "They'll never suspect a thing." He strolled out of the woods, humming a jaunty tune and trying to walk like a person. He tipped his hat as he approached Hazel's coop. "Good morning, ma'am." "Lovely day for a stroll," he called out in a voice he tried to make friendly. Hazel peeked out from her door. She was a very clever hen and noticed the bushy red tail sticking out from the back of the overalls. She also noticed the visitor had very sharp, pointy teeth. "It is a lovely day," Hazel clucked politely. "Tell me, Mr. Farmer, what is the best way to keep pesky foxes away from one's chicks?" Sly's friendly smile vanished. He stammered and stuttered, unable to think of an answer. With his plan foiled, Sly ripped off the hat and overalls and stomped back to the woods in a huff. "That hen is smarter than she looks," he grumbled. "My next plan will have to be much, much cleverer." His new plan was a trap. He would build a beautiful fake berry bush right by the path to the coop. The berries would look so delicious that the hen and her chicks wouldn't be able to resist. When the frame was built, he carefully draped a large net over it, hidden among the leaves he'd attached. "Perfect," he cackled. "When they come for a snack, I'll pull the rope and they'll be all mine." The next day, while exploring, little Daisy saw the new bush. The berries were so bright and shiny, but as she got closer, she noticed something odd. The leaves didn't smell like leaves, and the branches were tied together with string. Daisy raced back to the coop as fast as her little legs could carry her. "Mother, Mother," she chirped, "there's a strange new bush, and it smells like a fox." Hazel went to see for herself. She saw the hidden net and the rope trailing into the woods. "Sly Fox," she whispered. "He will not trick us." She gathered her chicks. "Listen carefully," she said. "We are going to teach that fox a lesson." First, they snuck into the farmer's garden and found a pot of sticky honey that had been left out. Working together, Daisy and Puffin managed to roll the heavy pot all the way back to the strange bush. Then Hazel carefully and quietly spread the sticky honey all over the net, making sure every single strand was covered in the gooey mess. Next, the chicks gathered all the loose feathers they could find in their coop. They ran back and forth, throwing the feathers all over the sticky net until the entire trap was a fluffy, feathery disaster. Hiding in the woods, Sly grew impatient. "What's taking them so long?" he muttered. He crept out to check his trap, but in his haste, he tripped on a root and fell headfirst right into his own sticky, feathery creation. From their window, Hazel and her 3 little chicks watched as a very sticky, very feathery, and very embarrassed fox scrambled out of the net and ran away into the woods, never to bother them again.